Welcome to the Talk to Relate podcast. I'm your host, Chidera, and I am very excited to share this passion for relationship with you. In this episode, we'll dive into the complexities of building and maintaining meaningful connections with God, with yourself, and with others. As we embark on this journey together, it is right to acknowledge the fact that relationships can be very messy, very complicated, and also life-changing. Over the next few episodes, we will discuss three core concepts which I believe are essential to understand what relationship is all about. Your relationship with a higher power, that is your spiritual relationship, your intrapersonal relationship, your relationship with yourself, how you practice self-awareness, how you set boundaries. Because in any relationship, there should be a boundary. If you build a house and it is not guarded by a fence, anyone can walk into your life and go out. But when there is a boundary in a relationship, there is a policy. There is a policy governing anybody that is in your life. The next is your interpersonal relationship. That is your relationship with your family, your relationship with your friends, your relationship with strangers. In this podcast, I will also share my personal experiences with relationships and how it has made me understand the importance of building and maintaining meaningful connections with people. Before I move on, I need to bring to your notice one more aim this podcast aims to achieve. There is this connotation about relationships that has been guided by media misrepresentation and also cultural norms, that relationship nowadays is all about intimacy and romance. It's no longer about building connections with people. It's no longer about sharing ideas, sharing long-term ideas with people. This podcast would also aim to change that ideology and give the original meaning of what relationships is all about. So sit back, grab a coffee, and join this conversation. As I reflect on my journey with relationships, I am reminded by the highs and lows which has shaped me into the person I am today. Growing up, I struggled to form meaningful connections with people. It has made me feel like an outsider, and whenever I try to belong, I find myself never quite belonging. I've enjoyed my world of isolation, and it has made me question my self-worth and purpose. I remember in my JS1, in my junior secondary school days, classmates would go for different sporting activities together, and I'm just left alone, in my world of isolation. And instead of mixing up, socializing with people, I'm counting the leaves on the trees. I'm looking for what to do, especially when there's nothing to do. I remember a particular time where, because I didn't want to socialize with anybody, I didn't want to deal with anyone. I didn't want anyone to deal with me. You know, I would pack all my clean clothes, whether they're clean or dirty. I'll go and start washing it. Just to be busy with something. So I told myself enough is enough one day and decided to, join some social clubs like the Boy Scout Club, the Rotary Club, you know. And whenever I try to make a particular friend, I don't tend to maintain it. If we are friends today, tomorrow we are not friends because I'll be expecting this particular person to interact with me first, before I do so. Some of you may relate to this, but that's how I was. And until I started joining um, the catechism class club, where I enjoyed listening to Catholic doctrines, and I loved singing the Catholic hymns, especially when it's a hymn that a new hymn that I've never heard of. So it made me closer to God. I found solace in communicating with God. I found self-discovery. I found out that I was loved and I was valued. So I spoke to God one day in one of my night prayers, told him that apart from the main reason why I was here, which is academic activities, I want to have a social life. I know what God gave me. God did not just give me friends, He gave me a purpose, He gave me a reason to live. So one day, um, it was time for the athletics team, like it was time for the athletics team to go represent the school in an intercollegiate activities. And I loved the way they dressed. I loved the way they go in the morning and come back in the evening and bring back medals. I wanted to be on that team. So I started waking up 5 a.m. on Saturdays, go out with them, train, train till 8 a.m., run around, ensuring that the captain sees me and, you know, in case of next time they are going for competitions, I am going to be part of them. So that is how I began to, make some certain amount of recognition for myself. I started running in the entire sports and you know, either I'm first or second. So it made me feel respected. I felt this sense of um importance, you know, because apart from academics, apart from being brilliant in your schoolwork, the next one is sporting activities. Once you're a bright student and you're also um good in sporting activities, there's this recognition you would get. So I began to represent the school in different athletics games, came back with medals, and students, people from different schools were always wanting to mix up with me. You know, in my I don't play football, but whenever it's time for football and everything, my friends would keep a spot for me because they want a fast runner to be on their team. So what I'm just trying to say is this: your relationship with God is number one. If you can have a relationship with God, every other thing will fall into place. And before I end this episode, I would like to give three advices to whoever is listening to me. The first thing, nurture your relationship with God. Once you nurture your relationship with God, once your relationship with God is nurtured, you begin to find, your life begins to navigate through, different forms of challenges, different forms of, life difficulties. Relationship is God. Before you have any relationship with any other person, your relationship with God is priority. And your relationship with yourself, observe self-care, observe self-love, love yourself, prioritize yourself, tell yourself that you are important, tell yourself that you don't need anybody to become whatever you want to become, you know. And thirdly is and thirdly is family time. Your family time is very important. Observe a good amount of family time, mix up with your family, your extended family, reach out to them, you know, optimize your relationship with them. Truly, not everyone lives forever. One day, a particular member of your family is no more, and you know, you begin to cherish those times, those moments you've spent together. So cherish those moments now while they are still with you, and practice, connecting with people, with strangers, people that you don't know. You don't know who would help you tomorrow. If you enjoyed this episode, thank you for watching this episode. I'm very happy that I've shared a little experience with relationships, a little personal experience with relationships. If you enjoyed this video, smash the like button, leave healthy comments, and stay tuned, because more episodes like this, more guests, more stories will be coming in the following episodes. And yeah, stay tuned for the next episode, which will be out this Saturday, every Saturdays, every Sundays. And stay connected, stay relatable, and join the conversation. Thank you very much. Time to edit.